Hi guys, welcome to your channel. This is Revolution 1111. Welcome, and I'm just having the series which talks about being gay and toxic relationships. So, wanted to talk about the next technique that is being used. Okay, so generally. So as you've seen in the previous thing, there was love bombing and codependency, like the behavior they learn about you and things. And as we go during the relation, as we like the days goes on, we get into like some kind of discussion when we watch the news, and sometimes something comes up and we just casually start talking about it, and then that gets into a discussion. As we talk about that, it was just like normally he takes a stand. Okay, he takes a stand which is like against my stand. Okay, and it would be just total nonsensical. Okay, I had no clue because I always thought he was so intelligent and things like that. So I always respected his viewpoints and whatever it tells. I always thought, okay, he's very intelligent and the way he talks and things are fine. But suddenly this started where we're just talking about some subject which is about amoeba or something of that kind of a thing. And then he told a description. I told this is what it means. It is like this. I just had my understanding from my school and what I've learned, and then he starts talking about it in a different way. He said, no, it's not like that. It means like this. And then for me, it was nothing. I said, no, I don't know, but I didn't want to correct him. But I said, see, I think from what I understood was, but he kept on insisting. He keeps on insisting. No. This means this is what it means, and it just kind of went into a kind of an argument where it was of no use. Okay, there was no use of him, and only thing I started. That was the first time I'm seeing why is he even because we could. I told we can check in Google and check what is the wrong. We'll just find it out. No, but for him it was an argument. He wanted to make sure, and he wanted to prove that whatever wrong things he was saying to be the correct one. Okay, I am like thinking I was not in a place because I didn't want to accept something completely wrong discussion. I mean, argument or like the facts which he put. I was thinking, why would he talk like this? And then it was like pretty much. It was just the beginning of some things which confused me. Actually, what is this? See, why I thought he was intelligent and logical. Why would he talk like so dumb, such a dumb guy? Like, but then it was not like I didn't judge him that much, but I just thought let's not talk too much. I said let's. It went on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes discussion for nothing about just nothing. And just I'm thinking, why would I put so much if I'm just talking and I'm just explaining him again and he's telling the same different thing. And I'm like, okay, let's not talk about it. I said it's fine, it's just nothing. First of all, we are nothing to talk about amoeba or something like that kind of a topic. And I'm just thinking, why will we have to argue so much? I said let's leave even that. There was nothing to just and that so this happens now and then it just keeps different topics comes, and there'll be like words used, like he uses the terms. And sometimes yeah, my mother tongue is not English, so but then I know to an extent to how much ever I can. I knew about it, and I mean the words I said so. And he would the minute he starts arguing something, so he will bring in some specific words which are kind of I mean now I kind of sometimes struggle to kind of understand the meaning of certain words which is not used normally in any conversation. Okay, it's never used. And I just kind of have to ask him, what is this, what do you mean like this, like what does it mean, does it mean anything? Then it's like for him it's like he uses that to show that I don't know those words. Okay, it is kind of a way to show that he knows better things than me. So but for me I didn't take it that way, but for him it felt like he was becoming like I am better than you, I know better things better than you. And he's got an so he had so this was this kind of discussion now comes now and then. And I used to wonder like why is sometimes it is annoying actually. And then only I knew that when there was this specifically they call it as word salad. Okay. And this is all I learned it afterwards. The word salad is like just they put whatever they want. They just keep telling you things. It's like salad, whatever they want, just put it out there and mix it up and put. And that is what he was using to confuse, like in a way to confuse me. And I'm just like thinking, I'm trying to argue because I'm trying to argue logically and sensibly and things. Though for the nonsense that he's trying to do, I had no clue because I was trying to correct him or tell him, no, 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 that is not this way. This means that. No, it just goes on and on and on. It'll exhaust you. Like I'll just say, okay, let's just stop it. I say, stop it, let's stop it. So that starts like that. Then see, I'm telling you, these events happen like now and then. It just whatever I'm talking about will come in between one after the other. What will come, you never know. So you have to keep guessing what comes when what will come till. But then when initial days I was not sure. I was just thinking maybe one of an incident that he's talking like this. One of an incident. Later on, as things developed, I kind of started knowing this was not one of an incident. So yeah, so remember this word salad. This is called word salad, and I was like, okay. Then the next thing was about the manipulation. Manipulation is like manipulation technique, like they call it's like generally everybody does uses manipulation to a certain extent. Okay, we also would have been sometimes using it and to just change to make others understand. It is like kind of lying to certain ways. Okay, now so you would have done it in a certain level. Sometimes you would have done it. Okay, and for him it is like as we are talking, as I said, if we are talking about a subject today, say for example, if I say that, okay, we're talking about COVID, for example, I'm talking, so COVID, yesterday we were talking about COVID, if I was talking about COVID with him, so this happened, right? Like some topic like that, say. And if I, for example, the next day, if I say, yesterday we were talking about COVID, no? He will say, what? When was it? I don't know. Then I will think, okay, maybe he forgot about it. So first I was thinking, okay, maybe he would have forgotten about it, like sometimes. And then it will be during the argument when we are talking. We are talking about it. You would have just told something, and the minute I say, "What did you say? Did you say like this? Is it? No, I didn't say. What do you mean? I didn't say." It was like I was like not able to understand because I hear the word, I hear the sentence, whatever he said, I heard, and I'm trying to say like about 2-3 sentences he'll talk, and then he'll say the first sentence is not what he told, because I'll ask him, did you mean that? You told me like this, now why are you telling? I didn't say that. It'll be like, it is kind of called the gaslighting. It's called gaslighting actually. So it's like making you confused as to what is right, what is wrong, or whether he said it or he didn't say it, whether it happened, it didn't happen, because now they are playing with your brain, your mind, basically to think whether did he tell or did I assume something, and I'm thinking. So this is starting. Okay, so the next thing, this is another technique they use, gaslighting. It's a very common technique. It's such a, if you have to be a strong-minded person, and especially if not, you will just be like brought down like anything, because they can create a reality and make it a non-real place. Okay, they'll just say something and the next minute they deny the same thing. They'll do something, the next minute deny something. So this is kind of gaslighting, and you'll not be able to know what was reality, what was illusion, what was that all about. Okay, did you see that so that is this technique just goes to any extent possible. It can go to the point where they deny everything what they told. They deny, unless you have a video proof of he told like this, he will not say anything. You cannot tell that he told. It's like all just in the air. Okay, so he can talk anything he wants, and especially that comes handy when they are fighting or when we are having arguments and things like that. They will make sure that they change according to the situation what they want and change, because there was no, it is like total dishonesty, 100% dishonest. Okay, they operate with the dishonesty. That is given. If I say I'm an honest person, he will say, if it is this guy, I am a dishonest person. So I'll be like, so if someone is like that, then what do you expect out of it? I didn't know that, but I'm just telling you. So just don't think that I knew that he was dishonest or something. But at this time I'm thinking he's an honest person. He's talking everything. But then the things coming out of him is like complete. For me, it's like I'm trying to understand what was real. What is he? Is he like this? I'm trying to understand him because. Am I thinking like this? Am I going crazy? Or what was this going on? What is he talking about? Because my memory is very good actually. If I talk to people and things, I remember at least key discussions that especially we're talking to him and things. I respect all the things what we talk, and I just enjoy talking to him. And sometimes when we talk sense, we talk very good things. But then when these things come, that's where it is like in between, like it is inserted initially in between. When we're talking good things, sometimes this gets inserted, that kind of a technique, and you never know. So it is like you can't suspect, is he doing wantedly, or is it just unknowingly he's forgotten about that? So you try to excuse, okay, oh maybe okay. And I always had this problem, like I'll say, you just told me, no, you just told me that this was, no, I didn't tell about that. No, you would have heard it. I don't know. You're assuming something, and so you start like questioning yourself. Okay, you're questioning, am I the one who's thinking like this, or was he? But you don't know that this is a technique used. Okay, because I thought he might be like a little forgetful person or something like that, and so I just kind of ignore that. These are all different ways, techniques. Then I didn't know. Then would be the shock treatment. The shock treatment was like, I will be like, if I'm cooking in the kitchen or something, it'll be like he'll just come and stand very silently behind me. I was like, he didn't make a no sound of it, and just like I turned and I just got shocked. So that was the first time I was like, I just got shocked, and I just thought it was one time. No, that happens now and then, like suddenly. I then told him, see, just don't do that, because for me afterwards, what happened? Every time I started checking whether he might be, if he's there, or if silent, is he behind me. So it started making me like think about that, because I always get spooked. So he knew that, and every time if it is in the toilet, it will be like suddenly just out of the blue he'll jump from somewhere, so it was like, for me it is, he then says it's a playful way of doing it. So for me, I tell him that don't do like that, because for me I'm just like suddenly I get shocked. So why are you doing that? It's okay once in a while, it's okay, but it became like suddenly just in between, and I had no clue, because it was just sometimes it's irritating for me, and I said don't do that. When I'm cooking, I just feel like I'm just concentrating, and then when I turn, suddenly you're just standing there, I get scared like that. No, they do it. And then night time when you're sleeping, and okay, there was hardly few days I would have slept properly in my whole thing. I would have not slept for about, say, I would have hardly counted the days over the 6 months period or something. I could count like 4 to 5 days I would have slept. The rest of the days I had problems, discussions, or fight, or we would have some fun and then fight, and then no sleep. I'll be crying, or it just hardly I had slept. Okay, so that was the way it was going. And whenever I sleep, one day I woke up to see him staring at me and sitting in front of me, just in front of me, putting a chair and looking at me. And someone at that night time, I just woke up to just see like that. Oh God, I got terrified actually. That's why would one look at me like just looking at you like sitting in front? And I'm like, I couldn't believe that. I just couldn't believe, why would someone sit and do that way? And I just started like, I couldn't sleep. It was like kind of wherever these techniques, not that everything was used in technique one after the, it comes in between. You never know, new things come into your picture. And normally, so the next thing was so that is kind of a shock. And the next thing is to suddenly after that love bombing phase, it is like the time is the things like slowly we start getting to argument and things like that. Okay, so that is when you'll have your devaluation phase. Okay, devaluation phase is your phase when all your weaknesses are thrown back at you. Okay, all the weaknesses that you've told. I felt like this, I felt bad about myself, and I feel this one, my parents didn't, this one, thrown back at you. And I told about my skin color, about my and it was like he had a he just kind of takes who the sometimes it's nobody accepts you, so what kind of parents you have, kind of just throws at you like without any kind of consideration. Okay, and really like I would never imagine someone just with my sensitive issue like that, which it was quite hurtful within me, and I confided in him to think that he's there to help me out, but not to be just thrown like suddenly a dagger at me. Okay, he has daggers at me, like he thrown like a dagger at me, like, and then so that comes like a shock for me. Like it's like okay, so the devaluation phase is the phase where whatever they've learned about you in the initial phase, now they use it as their weapon. Okay, because they know where to hit me to make me feel worse. Okay, so then it comes once in a while, he'll test whenever there is a fight or something, he just uses one of them and kind of just brings you down so much that you just feel like, why would he say like that? Like it hurts you so much that you felt like, why would he do that, like talk to me like that? I mean, there was no respect. Okay, there was no respect and things. And so this is the next technique they use. The next one was like, and they just like hot and cold. Like sometimes it was so good, so nice. The next minute turns cold. Okay, it'll be like completely won't talk, won't tell anything. It'll be like any minute you'll just like completely shut off. And then I was like, you never know how to gauge them. What is he trying to do? Because I was always trying to adjust to his things. Okay, let him be comfortable because he was staying in my house all the time. So I tried to be okay, accommodative, and just okay, fine, because I was also elder to him, and I was feeling okay, maybe I'm doing things wrong. Always I put myself saying that okay, maybe I didn't say this one, I did. So I just try to so it will be like we never know what changes him, like suddenly get annoyed, or suddenly he'll get whether the same thing, if you talk about a subject, he might get annoyed. The next time he talks about it, he'll completely be happy about it. So it's like I don't know what to say. Like it was like, I don't know, I couldn't understand him. Like I couldn't understand. He didn't give me a chance to say you are this. He say that yeah, he understood me how much I was the same person. Okay, and but for me, I couldn't even till today. I don't know who he is. Okay, that is the beauty of it, because I start to create a picture of him. Like okay, is he like this? Is he like this? No, next day you will. First was innocent personality, everything was there, and all these things was so good, and slowly that slowly the mask starts coming down. Okay, that is where they start revealing little bit, and the next one is like the future faking. Future faking is nothing but they talk about promises. Oh, we will go to the shopping. Okay, we will just go to this place. It'll be fantastic. We can go to this restaurant. We'll just I mean, I'll book something here next Tuesday. It'll be fine, right? Or just like I'll be like, yes, I'll be happy suddenly in full thing. The very day they will not. They'll forget about it. They will not even talk about it, or it would have been a fight, and then they cancel the plan. Okay, so. Your future, whatever he tells, he till today has never kept one. He till today means like whatever time period we were there, not even one thing that he had told he has kept. Okay, he will. But that was initially I thought like that happened. I got always fooled 3 to 4 times that happened, and then I realized he's not going to keep up. Every time I told, let's not decide anything because nothing happens, because we. As soon as we plan, I'll be let's go, yeah. Because after that. That never happens. He'll be like he acts as if he's forgotten, or then if I remind him, or before that he would have fought with me and goes off, and to just disappoint me. Okay, that was the technique, to disappoint me every time, to make me expect something and then disappoint me. Okay, so this was another technique employed, and it keeps going on. So the next thing they do is about the devaluation of you is like when the fight starts comes the real thing. You'll talk about your race. We started talking about being from me being a third world country. You come from a third world country. What do you think is that their superiority complex was there for him? He thought he was the person, and we literally thought I was a nobody in the sense. He kind of wanted to treat me like a nobody. He thought I would never grow up to become like this. Strong in terms of like coming out to people or even to stand to up to him and question him that much. Okay, so he was thinking I just throw him like a dust for him. He was in that mode, I think so. But now I understand. But then he didn't really realize whom he was messing up with. At that time, I was also like that only. I was also very, very weak, and I just felt like I said, "How dare you talk to me like that about my country and my things?" And I said, "It is you who's coming to like." I just took it to my heart because it was just thrown at me like you coming from a third world country and you're talking about all this, and you just. I was like, wow, where did this come from? Like I couldn't believe he talking to me like that. That way of that is a racist way of that is racism, right? Like I never thought for a matter of fact that he will like bring me down in that way. So that was devaluation, and especially he talks about my looks and things. Oh, look at you, like you're like this, and what about this? And then I was like, I just it'll bring you down, like completely makes you feel down. And I was being trying to be. Sometimes, see, I also give like we fight means when we fight we give back and forth, but some of the sensitive information he never revealed any of the things, okay, about his thing, and I was not a person to poke him on his thing, okay. And then but he was doing that to me. I was like, why would he do that? And just like it hurts you so bad. And but for me, I forgive him every time. I forgive him. I think okay, it was just in his anger he would have told like that, maybe that is the reason, and I just kind of like excuse him, okay. But then it hurts you inside, like someone like, why did he think like this? Is he a racist or what is this? And then I saw that whenever he talks about he had that idea of like white being superior, okay. And then because I'm just telling you from my personal experience, so because he just had he thought the whole world was under him, and especially he thought like people like us were worthless, and we just had to kind of do service to him, okay. And I was also doing that, no. So he took it for granted that yes, every day I used to cook, I used to like I used to do the cooking, I used to iron his clothes, I used to every day more. I was never a person who wakes up early. I was always late. I was not an early bird. I wake up late and go when I go to office. I go a little late to office, but I work late in the evening. That was my routine. Okay. The time he came on and he had to go at 8 o'clock in the morning. I used to get up at 7 o'clock, and even whenever we have slept, it would be 2 hours or 3 hours we would sleep. That is what, and I usually get up, and then by the time he gets ready, I used to prepare some breakfast. Then I used to prepare, iron his clothes, keep it ready, and then pack his lunch, and then send him off. And this is what I was doing. And I used to like only thing like pretty much just took care of a baby, like a baby, taking care of a baby like that. But for me, I did it out of my love, okay. And I felt like for my life I had someone to take care of, because till then I never had anyone to really take care of someone. I was like giving everybody all the things, and this time this was someone personal to me, right? So I was giving, and though I had no energy, and I still used to get up and do all that, and after that I used to go to work, and then I just do that, okay. And even I never taken any lunch or anything, but I used to pack him with my thing, this, and especially the money I spent it will be always my food and everything. It is not even £1 he will spend on food for me. So that is how he is, okay. And so he was like that, and then doing all this, it's like for me it was later on I realized I was like a servant for him. He thought like he was treating me like a servant, okay. And that hurt me a lot more actually, as we decided realized. So now the devaluation phase comes like that. Devaluation is very horrible actually. It will be like he just okay, stopped. Okay, something happened. Okay, so yeah, so the devaluation is a phase, is like for them, they are kind of wanting to want to just move on, just kind of make you feel less worthy. Okay, so they want to make sure that I'm not good enough. That is one thing which they want to ensure that I am bonded to him, and I'll be sticking with them because he will make me feel that I'm not worthy of anything more. Okay, so it was a great thing that he was with me, so I will always have to please him. So that is the ulterior motive of that, if I understand correctly. But if anything little different, plus tell me. But I understood that was the reason why he was trying to put me down, so that I was always feeling that I was not worthy. Okay, so he wanted to keep me down there, and also wanted to hurt you, literally hurt you with your feelings on. So this is another set of techniques that they use. So I mean, I'm just going to just stop it here with and in the next video I'll talk with another set of techniques that they employ. Okay, so just watch these series of videos. So I just wanted to make sure a short version so that you get an idea of what is what. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.